Well, hey there, good people. Miss Sunshine here today, bringing you a whole bunch of love, light, and sunshine. Well, today, guys, you'll probably hear the water in the background. I decided to come where there was some nice, fresh water running, a fountain, and everything, just to be one with nature and chill out or whatever. So, hey guys, I hope your day has gone by okay, but if not, I'm gonna send you a little bit more love, light, and sunshine because I know it gets kind of crazy out here sometimes. But hey guys, today, oh man, I've been trying to sit and just be one and let messages come how they come, let the word come how it wants to come, let the energies flow how they want to flow. And if you found me today, I hope going through these crazy kind of times emotionally. I hope everybody is holding on. Don't give up. Don't give up. We're stepping into it, still releasing, but stepping into it. And that kind of brings me to today's message and what I'm going to talk about a little bit today. Okay. Today we're going to talk about stagnancy versus a sacred pause. Yep, I said it, stagnancy versus a sacred pause. Because, like, I know right now, because we're coming out of a whole bunch of stuff hitting us, but we're seeing the newness. We're seeing how, there's a blank canvas out there that we are in control of actually writing out anew, but not really seeing in full what is in store for us. In those times, I know it can seem like you're stagnant, you know. Um, and in those times, I just want to let you know there is a really big difference from being stagnant, complacent, and being within what I call the sacred pause. Um, right now it's okay um, to be in the unknown and yearning for the answers. It's okay, but I truly believe right now the sacred pause is really giving us that time to sit with the newness, to see what it sits like, what it sits like, what it feels like to sit with space that we've cleared up. Now there are things coming in that will replace that space, but we're not used to having empty space, and we're really quick to try to fill that empty space. And I know right now, because we don't quite know what's unfolding for us, we want to fill that space. We want to find different things to do. We want to actually add more to our plate because we're not used to cleared areas, okay? I always say being human, it allows you to fully embrace the yearning for the answers and the clarity. Um, and not knowing. You can just fully embrace, yearning for it, wanting to know. You know, that's this thing with faith. That's this thing with 100% surrender. That's not knowing. That's the only step you can see is the one in front of you. Now, when you're stagnant, that's not knowing where you're coming or going. You're just there. you're there. You're taking up space. You know what I'm saying? Because you've done all this work, and because you are in the Father's hands, you're wrapped up. You're being protected. You're allowed to have, I'm not going to call it a rest period, because you're still sitting up here having things that residual. hmm hmm You get this shot. Hey, what are we going to do? Um, you got 1 foot into a new space, not even all the way in. 1 foot is out of the old space, and that new foot, it stepped over that new threshold, but it hadn't yet landed down. But I do believe that our spirit team is holding us in safety mode. It's not for us to know what's going on. And that's the hardest part, because you don't know. Because you don't know, you get kind of antsy. You start questioning yourself. Maybe because you don't see it fully coming. Well, maybe I haven't done enough. Well, maybe this isn't meant for me. Oh my gosh, you can convince yourself of so many different things. And it's so crazy, because the closer we get, the closer we get. The closer we get, you know, to this new life is what I call it. We're in it now. We just can't see it. We can see it, but sometimes it's like we can't recognize that we're actually stepped into that threshold, because we're looking for the next brick to fall. Okay? Right now, being extra patient with yourself is top tier. Okay? Don't rush the next steps. Don't rush them. Even when that frustration comes up, oh my gosh, there are options that are coming in for you. Okay? And here's what's crazy. Your spirit team, your higher power, whatever you want to call it, wants you to be ready, because you're going to have options coming in. And before, when you had options coming in, because you were so tired of being where you were at, you chose the options regardless of what it was, just to get out of where you are now. So Spirit is allowing you to sit with it now. Sit with it and clear it all out, because what you're moving on to, what you're moving into, you're gonna be able to choose from a place not of survival mode. You're going to have that discernment up, and because you have tried to get yourself out of this survivor mode, you're not going to take the first thing. You're going to be able to let it sit with you and resonate with you. Does this match? Not, does this just get me out of what it is I'm in now? Because that's why we're all at where we are now. Because it didn't matter when those options were coming up in the past. Man, just get me the fuck up out of here. I don't care. And you were taking your old self into new environments. So you were going into a new environment still with the same baggage. So this sacred pause allows to, when you move into the new environment, you're not moving into there with baggage. Now, for some of you guys, this is a new place. This is a move. This is out of your physical location. Some of you, it's jobs. Some, it's relationships. Some, it's emotionally where you're at. You're moving out of there. It could be a multitude of things. Physically, emotionally, even financially, you're moving out of that state of scarcity. Believe that it can happen for you. See, most of the time you get to the end of this threshold, and just as it's there, you're convincing yourself that it couldn't be. This ain't possible. I'm dreaming too big. Why not dream that big? The sky is the limit. You've put in that work. You understand what I'm saying? Some of you are manifesting travel. Some of you, your prayers are being answered as we're speaking. So this sacred pause is really giving you the time to take, to know whatever that you've moved out of. The season that you've moved out of, you're no longer who you were. But we're wrapping this up. We're making sure the clearances are there. The space is there. And your nervous system is at a point to where you can handle it. Sometimes things were held from us because we didn't have the capacity to hold what the Father had in store for us. Let's be real. Let's be honest. And sometimes you have to be brutally honest with yourself. Some of the opportunities have been there if you really think about it deep down, but you stopped yourself. You stopped yourself, like self-doubt. Listening to others saying you can't do it, so you start believing your dream was too big. You started believing that it can't happen for me. You started being an overgiver, thinking that by you giving, they're needing you, and it's a sense of purpose. But then you started realizing the more that you gave, look at the sun coming out, confirmation. The more that you gave, the more was expected from you. You know I'm telling the truth. So now, oh man. In this sacred pause, as that full moon had just, July just brought all that out. Now August, we're stepping into it, but we're releasing it. It's things coming up. And now when it's coming up, you're able to process it better. You still feel it. I mean, you still feel it to the core, but it's different this time. When you feel it to the core, it's not out of desperation. It's not like having the feelings, oh my gosh, this is the end. I just don't know. So when you cry this time, when you release this time, it's from a place of compassion. It's from you understanding how you're feeling at the core. Honor this time. We don't get this time often, and it's the first time in your life that you felt this safe within your own body. I know. And it feels good, but it's scary too because you haven't felt like this before, and that need to control the outcomes or know the outcomes. Man, your soul knows you're in preparation season. Your soul knows the way. And you've been letting your soul lead. You've been listening. And you're now safe to stop looking for those answers and that clarity. Be kind to yourself right now in this sacred pause. Be just kind to yourself, because you're still going to want to know the answers. You're still going to want to, have that clarity. We're human. So that's what I'm saying. Be kind. Don't be like, I'm not supposed to. Yes, you're human. You're going to want to know it. But don't be so caught up in wanting to have that clarity and that answer that you're missing out. You're searching for it. But it could be in the simplistic things in the day that you're overlooking. Your spirit team is saying, you keep asking us for these answers, you keep asking us for the clarity, and every time you take your focus off of the present moment and what's right in front of you and that beauty, you're missing the answers we're sending you. Confirmation. I'm just saying. I feel like my life and our life right now is like a slow cooked roast. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We're marinating. We're cooking slowly. It took years and years for all of that stuff to build up within us. Look at me sweating. It's like I'm purging it out right now. Dude, it's almost 100 degrees here down south, I'm telling you. And Tennessee heat ain't nothing like up north heat. West Coast heat, that's heat. We down south. This is heat, this is humidity, this is, I'm gonna take your breath away. But remember in the wintertime when we had snowstorms and ice storms and people were like, I can't wait for it to get hot. Well, here you go. The sun is the boss right now. Anyway, see, I'm slow cooking out here. But yeah, we're just slow cooking. It took us years to build that stuff up. So even in releasing it, it's not going to go away in a day. For the rest of your life, you'll still, have this beautiful experience of lifing. But the difference is, everything is purposeful now. So it's kind of exciting and intriguing to see what lessons you can see. Not even just to see what you can see out of the situations. A bad situation come up, and the first thing you know, now you're not on this level trying to think about all the shit that most people think about. You like, what are my guys trying to tell me? What is the higher power saying? Which direction are they leading me in? Where is there a stop? Is this a stop sign? I'm just saying. So, let this pause, this sacred pause happen. Enjoy it. Revel in it. Because once this stops and we move past these eclipses and stuff, September after, we're going to be rolling. We're going to be rolling, but we're going to be rolling in such a beautiful way. Your life isn't going to look like it used to, okay? And I know, in this time, it can feel like, when you have a sweet tooth, you go in the kitchen, you make the cake, you whip it all up, you put it in the oven, turn it on, say cook it for an hour or so. 30 minutes in, you checking. Now, it take longer than that for it to make. But you checking it because that sweet tooth, because you just know. You just know what it's going to be. Here's the difference, though. We just don't know. We got that sweet tooth. Oh, my gosh, this stuff is permeating within us, and we know something good is coming. We know our new life is around the corner. We know the abundance that's waiting on us. And abundance doesn't have to be money. It can be loving abundantly. It can be spiritually abundant. A lot of times people think abundance and the only thing they think of is money. Let's get past that. Okay? So we're looking in there and we know it ain't done. Let's be like that cake. We're in the oven. We're baking. Okay, guys? And the timer's already set. But we're not the ones that set the timer. So we don't know how long we have to bake. But you don't take the cake out of the oven before the timer goes off. Even though you want to. Even though you have that sweet tooth. That's where we're at right now. We ready to jump on out. Because we know we've learned so much and we just ready to jump completely out 100%. It's not time. But when it is time, you're going to know. Okay? So, hey guys, I'm going to leave that message there. May that message find who it needs to find when it needs to find you. Okay? Just be kind to yourself as you're still flowing through it. But guys, check it out. I've been looking for a new journal, and I finally found one. Isn't this the coolest thing? It is the coolest freaking journal. Yes, and it comes with a bag. Yes, yes. So my tarot readings and things, I can actually put in that journal. And still, I keep telling you, I have a lot of journals. Plus, I got a new deck. Oh my gosh, it's the Keepers of the Light deck. Oh my gosh. And what I like about this deck, guys, all different forms of spirituality. You know, you can't be stuck in one. You can't say, okay, Christianity, because there were healers on all realms. You know what I'm saying? We've had healers back in the day, you know, all throughout time, from different religions, and we're all one. We are all one. So it's really important not to ostracize one or the other. I'm spiritual. I mean, I know there are archangels. It's greater than me. It's bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? And I like to use our spirit team. You know what I'm saying? Because all of our great leaders led with love. So I love the decks that are based in love. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just and you'll get it, it's not I'm not saying that I don't like other decks, because I love all decks, but even when you're speaking in love, you can speak the truth, and you don't have to have a bunch of fire going with it just to speak the truth. That's the one thing I've learned in life. So I'm only going to pull one card today out of this deck, because one card out of this deck I feel right now is all we're going to need. And it's just tapping into the collective. Where's the energy at? What message do you have for us today? Thank you, Spirit Team. Oh, thank you, angels. Thank you, guys. Oh. Is there something you would like to let us know about the energies of the collective? Or, you know what I'm saying? Whoa. Crazy, huh? Crazy. Okay, here we go. Kali Ma. Facing fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. And I am going to show this to you. What a beautiful card. And you just got to look at the intricacies within the card. Sometimes it's a whole lot of meaning in the artistry of the cards. And that's what I like about it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to dive into, as well, I like, you know, letting you know a little bit about each individual, or each individual card that we actually pull. So Kali Ma. Okay. And I'm sweating. I'm telling you it's hot and the sun beaming. Okay, Kali Ma. About Kali Ma. Kali Ma is the Hindu goddess of death and rebirth. She brings old cycles to an end so we can experience transformation. She is a strong, fierce, fiery, and powerful image of the divine feminine. Many have been intimidated by her, but she is a mother energy, and therefore completely loving. She's like a fierce mother protecting her child from harm. She has a dark energy like the night sky, but it consumes fear and leaves only love. She is the twin flame of God Shiva, and has even been known to slay his ego so that he can reveal his true loving self. Okay? Now, the extended message, just wanted to let you know a little bit about her. But here's the extended message. This is a time when you are able to look fear in the eye and move away from it. Fear is just energy, and energy can be changed. This can be an intense experience because the human self is so conditioned that it may be used to operating with fear present. When the fear is gone, it may feel as though an emptiness is there. But this is space for love and miracles to enter. You are being filled with the courage of spirit now so that you can move from this phase of your life to the next. Trust the process and call on Kali Ma to help you release your fear and step into a space that's strong, focused, and courageous. Need I say more? You know, I like pulling the card after I do my my message for the day, because a lot of times the card just confirms the message. And as you see when I shuffle, you know, I don't make this up. I let the cards come to me. I let the cards speak through me. And this is the transformation. You have that space. You know, you're releasing this stuff. And now that space is being filled with love. You know what I'm saying? You have more capacity to love and to see things through the eyes of love with discernment and boundaries. Let's not get it twisted. People think just because you love that you're just so nice and cheery and bright and don't see the bullshit. No. It's bigger than that, and it's bigger than people at times. So, guys, whew, that wasn't long. It was long enough, but not long. Y'all see I'm sweating. This is just the real me. I'm just gonna show you what it is, and I'm taking one for the team. No, I actually love being out here. It's all good. So please don't excuse me and all this wiping and shit. I don't want all this in my eyes, and then I go blind trying to do the video, and then y'all be like, ew, for real? Anyway, guys, if you've gotten to the end of this video, thank you as always. I want to thank you for taking the time just to check out these videos. Taking the time just to go within, you know, find out who you are, listen to you. At the end of the day, you know, I love you. With all this, I love you. You know, I keep telling you, we are all one, and we are all on this journey together. And we have each other, near or far. It really doesn't matter. You know, the wonderful world of the internet. You don't have to be right in front of somebody to connect. You can be wherever you are. They can be wherever they are. And somehow or another, you feel closer to them sometimes in spirit than you do with people that you sit in the same room with. So it doesn't matter. And, you know, I always say, if no one has told you today they love you, I love you. You matter. I always say your thoughts matter. You know, what you feel matters. How you think matters. How you love, how you want to be loved. All that matters. And sometimes I know some people may wonder why I say that. Because there's some of us out there, some people are really out there. 29, as I said this, confirmation. They're out there and they just want to be loved. They just want to be understood. You know, tired of being the odd man out. Tired of feeling like there's no one that understands you. And it can feel lonely. And especially when all this bad stuff is happening, you're like, dang, am I a Six-leaf clover, bad luck or something? Why is all this bad stuff happening to me? I must be a bad person. Just all kind of thoughts can go through your head, but you matter. And I'm going to always tell people they do matter, because it only takes one person to really let someone know that they do matter. And there's somebody out there that cares about you. I don't have to know you to care about you. I don't have to know you to love you. I don't have to know you to want the best for you and to want to send love your way. I don't have to know you to want to lift you up in spirit, because I know this road is hard. So that's why I do it. So guys, that's the end of my message today. I always say, take what resonates, leave what don't. You know what I'm saying? If the only thing you take today is some love, light, and sunshine, well, here it is, some more love, light, and sunshine coming your way just for you. So guys, until we speak again, I love y'all. Be safe.